Human beings, like all animals, are territorial. The center of our territory is the home.
The home.
Think about it.
Think about it.
The home is
The
where we
home
spend most
is
of our
where we
time.
spend our time.
We begin and end
We
our day
begin
there.
and
We eat and
we
sleep
eat
and
sleep
bathe and relax and play with our children
play
there
with our
and
children
are most
and
comfortable
are most
there.
comfortable there.
We keep our
We
possessions
keep our
there.
position there.
We furnish our
We
homes
want
as an expression of our taste.
expression of our taste.
We say and
We
generally
say and
believe
generally believe
that there's no
that
place like
there's no
home,
place like
and
home,
home
and
is where the
home
heart
is
is.
where the heart is.
The human habit
The
of
human
building
habit
homes
is
has a long
building a
history.
home has a long history.
Anthropologists think home
Anthropologists
building
think
began with
home
very
building
simple
began
round
with very
huts,
simple round
similar
huts.
to the shelters still built in parts of Africa today.
For Africa today.
Round huts probably started out like this. Tree branches were leaned up against one another like the ribs of an umbrella. Then the frame was covered with leaves or animal skin. It's from these round, tent-like structures that the first solid dwellings probably evolved. As the tents became larger and more elaborate, they became the center of family life and the place where the family's possessions could be kept. In other words, these structures became home, the heart of the human territory. Round huts progressed from being temporary shelters made of wood and skins and leaves into stronger, more permanent structures built of stone. But even though stone structures were stronger, there was still a problem. The round shape made it difficult to combine it with other structures. This difficulty was overcome with the development of the cube or box shape. The box shape was a major development in home construction. By making the sides of the house rectangular and then covering the four walls with a roof, it was possible to place structures next to one another and to join them with doorways. Thus, the room was invented. After the room came the multi-unit dwelling, the apartment house. Nearly 10,000 years ago, this method of building led to the construction of clusters of rectangular buildings that made up the first complex human settlement. Today, the box shape not only survives, but also remains the basis of our domestic dwelling. The homes of today still contain some ancient features. Around the house itself, there's an outer perimeter, the symbolic boundary of the ancient home territory. Today, the boundary is often marked by a barrier, like a fence, a wall, or a hedge. Inside the boundary, we find the yard, where we keep our dogs, and the garden, where we, like our ancestors, grow our fruit and vegetables. We surround our home with a grass lawn, like our ancestors surrounded theirs with pastures for their livestock. Today, humans are more sociable than in ancient times, and so we allow others to enter the home territory, especially the outer boundary. For example, we let people bring letters and packages to our door. Sometimes we let outsiders enter the first of the private areas, the hallway, which is inside the solid wall of the home itself. But beyond the hallway, there are more boundaries. Each room you come to becomes more private and less available to outsiders. Guests are allowed to enter the living room. Closer friends can go farther. We tell our closest friends to make yourself at home and allow them into the rooms where we cook and eat and pursue our hobbies. But up the stairs, down the hall, somewhere less accessible in our home, this is where we find the bedrooms and bathrooms, the most private rooms of our home. These rooms are where we, the owners of the territory, feel most secure. This is where we retreat, like any animal to its den, whenever we are at our most vulnerable. For example, when we're sleeping, bathing, or when we're sick. Human beings, like all animals,